Good morning. Is it from Zetster's Lab? I'm in my piggy day. That's what we call it when you just are very relaxed and no makeup, no everything. You are just chillaxing around the house. This is how I feel today. But when I entered our flatlet that we created the last couple of years to take some photos for Airbnb, I thought, let me show you this. I've never shown you our flatlet. If you think I am creative, you should see my husband. He's the perfectionist and he's the detailed man, and it took him 2 years to finish this flat. But let me show you why. So most of the things in this flatlet we've created. This was his office years back, and I'll come back to this. And this was the braai room where we bride. So one day during COVID, I decided, but hubby, why don't we change this into a flatlet? It's going to take us 2 weeks. It's not a big job, blah, blah, blah. Well, it took us 2 years. But it is absolutely a work of art. There's Bella Blops, our dog. So most of the things in here we've either inherited, got from friends, bought at charity shops and created. So this is actually, we used what we have once again. So this is just the table. Okay, let's start with the table. Husband created this round, I think there's 8 sides, Oregon pine table from wood that he got somewhere, a house that he broke down or something. So that is that. Look at the beautiful table. I made the tablecloth. We went to visit the kids and I saw something like this. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go and buy the cheapest cloth fabric I can find. Just anything, and then put it together. I didn't want it to fit. Not at all. The challenge to me was to make something that goes with what I found. So this is a terrible, crazy tablecloth, and the 2 chairs, 2 cushions as well. But look at it, it's actually working. So there you can see a lamp or a thing, and it works with a pulley actually. He got the chandelier we've got that from a friend. And that is a pulley that he got somewhere. There you can see the whole pulley thing. I mean, really, who would have thought of that? Only my husband. And that is a thing that we brought from our farm when my parents sold the farm. All husband wanted was this old, huge, I don't know what that is. It makes holes. It's like a press thing. I don't know. Well, there it is. So there you can see the fridge. This is our own old fireplace that we just kept there. And that is the little kitchen that he built in. So we did everything there. Look at that little thing. It's sea glass that he picked up on the beach, and then he made that little scene of birds. I mean, isn't that the most beautiful thing? That's my husband. And there you can see the taps into the round basin. And I'm just going to show you the light. Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. I'm going to put the light on. There's the light. Look how beautiful it's looking. gorgeous at night. Absolutely. There you can also see a light in there. We bought all of those bottles. We were going to use that as the light in the room. But at the end, I saw something like that. So we decided, no, that's going to be a little bit easier. So just do that. Also beautiful. So this is the room. The top of the bed, we also bought that on Gumtree somewhere. Isn't that gorgeous? Those paintings, the frames I got from a friend, and then I did those 2 paintings on hardboard. They look fantastic there. Now just look at that. That is a little cupboard that he made from scratch with wood that we had. I had to paint it. You see, look at that. I had to whitewash it. But look at the beautiful things. That's an old fork that he bent. Remember all my jewelry? So that is the same. That is just a fork, 2 forks that he bent to open. He made everything. I mean, really every single thing. This is the cutest little thing ever. He bought the light. He saw it somewhere. That is an old bicycle's light. He looked for one for ages, found one. And then he even bought that little man, wooden man, also on Gumtree, I think. I'm not sure, but look at that. And it's working. The light is on. So, I mean, really. So there you have it, the little beautiful. There's another thing he made from spoons. This, you had to make this cupboard because of those electricity things in there, or whatever you call it. So that is the little bathroom we put in. Oh, and I crocheted that. Yep. I also love to crochet, so I'm also a hooker crocheting. So that is the little bathroom. The wood there shield the bathroom from the room. That is a crochet tablecloth I inherited from my grandmother that I'm just using there as just a little curtain. There you can see the shower. I mean, look there, the round wood. The detail is crazy. I think you can come and stay here and it will take you a couple of days to look at all the detail. Look at the little heart there. Those wooden hearts. There's the beautiful old shower thing. There's another light. There's another light made in a canned fruit bottle, if you know what that is. Also a pulley with a little thing there. I think there's sand in it to just work the pulley. There it comes down. Another lights, 2 lights here. Can you see what I'm saying? There am I. Okay, just look at this. This is how you put on those lights. Okay. I don't know why they're not working. I'll go and tell him. I don't know what's wrong there. And the little basin, also Gumtree, I think that was 30 Rand. We got this beautiful piece of wood from the farm where we always go and visit. And you can see the corrugated iron that we used. And there's the water. Can you believe it? And I wanted it open like this. If I want to shower, I want to be able to look out. It was just too dark if you open that as well. So when our kids stayed here, they used this and they pulled it closed. So they wanted to have a little bit more privacy. So there is just a little painting I did. Made the frame as well. My hart is af die plaas waar die wind en die son en die stilte my speelmaats was. My heart is from the farm where the wind and the sun and the stillness were my friends. That's me, that's true. So, another light that we made from a milk can, I don't know what you call that. You can see my dad, D.S. Marais, Middelburg Cape. We always went to the station with the cream and sold it there on the station. So, I mean, we took it to the train and then the trains took it to wherever. Another thing that I made, just use whatever I had to make that curtain. This I bought when we went to India, so that found a place. I bought the curtains a very long time ago, but the sheer curtains I made also from cloth that a friend gave me when her mother-in-law passed. So we bought that beautiful little cupboard at a second-hand shop. Husband found a place for the old books, remember? The books that we could buy one a month or something. This kist is his granddad's kist. He got this kist inherited from his granddad, the one that taught him woodwork and where his love for woodwork came from. So that is very, very special to my husband. This is just, they're not supposed to be here, but I picked this one up somewhere where we were traveling. I cannot remember where I got this, but they will be used eventually. So this is the little room. So you can see husband made all of that. And we bought those beautiful hangers at a charity shop and then he cleaned them. I made that shoe thing. You can put shoes in, you can put whatever you want in there from a coffee bag. There's another little bench that he made. So you can see why this took him 2 years. After 2 weeks, I've lost interest. This was also something he made me for a Christmas or a thing. Isn't that just beautiful? And he's got all the machinery in his garage, but he loves, let me show you that. He loves to use his hands, not the machines. So that was 2 tiles he asked me to make for the hot water and the cold water. I used my alcohol inks on the tiles to create those 2. And then there on the floor, you can see this is just an ordinary. We didn't want to do anything more on the floor. Just a cement floor, but look, I had to put those little tiles in. So he was just telling me what to do, and then I did it, and some of the things I had to redo because they were not perfect enough for him. But that's how we roll. Even that, he made everything that you can actually see here. And I want to show you these chairs he also made. Those nice lounger chairs. These chairs we bought at the charity shop. And then I also used made these cushions from my crochet days, and I covered these by using stuff that I also had. A painting of mine, one of my favorites. Oh, I just love that painting. That cupboard he made. Oh, very funny is that big saw there. Life is an adventure. We bought that at, when there's lots of things that you can buy and you need to be for it. So we went there and I bought that thing, but for way too much. I just made I think I said 80 Rand at that stage, and I was overexcited, but I still love it. So that is there. That is I don't know what you call it in English, a juk en skei. That wooden thing there that they put that on the yokes of the oxen when they pulled the carts. So that is a juk en skei that also came from the farm where I grew up. So this is it. Those stripy things in the window I also created. I made them from fabric that I bought in Thailand. They are very, very nice. I carried them all the way here. This is just overalling tulle. I think I got a whole bunch at a charity shop. So the outside is, our friend gave us these 2 chairs. They were very dilapidated, so husband restored them. I made the cushion covers. There's the pool that we made, also created. A friend found this huge tank, and after a while his wife said, just get this off my property. So husband said, bring it, we make a swimming pool. And as usual, I said, are you crazy? No, it's a bad idea. But he didn't listen to me, thank heavens for that. And we created the pool from the tanks, and then we also put sand and cement in bags, and we created that beautiful side. I mean, can you believe it? That's why I said we've been living here for 30 years, and everything that you see I planted. There was nothing, just a sea sand heap, because we're about 100 meters, let's say 200 meters from the sea. If you look that way, there's another 2 houses, and then it's the beach. So this was sea sand. So I planted every tree, everything on this property. Did everything. This a while back, we bought 2 bakkie vragte vol, 2 pickup trucks full of wood that we packed there to make it nice. So this is where the car will be parked, and that's the entrance to the flatlet. And then we will also rent this room out as part of it if the person would like it. This is the office. This is actually my husband's space. That whole cupboard there are full of LPs. I will open it for you, but I think I don't know, is this, it's locked. Just beautiful things we bought somewhere. There you can see all his LPs, and the players are in that area. That couch we bought, it was so dilapidated, it was crazy, so we restored that whole thing. I put on that cloth fabric and everything, and I made the gordijnen. I've lost the word for a gordijn this morning, those things you put in front of the windows. We call it gordijnen. So all of these cushions I made, that I bought, those 3 cushion covers I bought in Egypt. All these other covers I made. And there you can see some of my paintings. My Bob Marley, it's my favorite painting. And I'm just gonna try and read. Life is a play that does not allow testing. So sing and laugh and live intensely before the curtain closes and the piece ends with no applause. That is what he also said. And I took a photo of that, I think somewhere in Portugal. So I had to write that on. Husband also made the frame of this one. He also created that beautiful chandelier thing or candle holder. He can also paint. That is one of his little paintings. He's got, I don't know. He just thinks differently. But isn't that beautiful? But it took him weeks, where one of mine takes me a couple of hours. That's the difference. So this is the office where the person that's gonna rent here will be doing all his computer things. We've got fast internet because that's husband's job. And he plays guitar as well. That is my little donkey in a fantastic, beautiful frame I bought for next to nothing. And so even my donkey got a beautiful frame. So this is it. There you can see the window. It's going out to the front of the house. If you go through that door, you come into our entrance hall. So this is it. Thank you that I can share my space with you. As I said, this took husband 2 years because of all the detail, but just it was worth it. I mean, you will not believe it when you look closely and you see all of this detail. So now we're planning to do it Airbnb long-term, not short-term rentals. And then the person will have access to our beautiful garden. There you can see all my hangings. And the beautiful pool. And that is it. Well, I am going to go back to my bed. A friend gave me a beautiful book to read. So that's gonna be my project for the day, is to read a book. I think that's a very, very good plan. Sometimes you just have to let go and chill and have a piggy day where you just enjoy just being. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab? This is it.